Okay. Sit. Yes, good girl. Okay. Yes. So with her looking for a little control off the tailgate, starting to incorporate a sit after we get released off the tailgate, just good patterns and habits to get into when we're out in public with her. But for her specifically, because she's independent, I'm gonna let her kind of go out here into exploration, and when she gives me anything that I really like, I'm just gonna do a few reps of marking and rewarding that to help really kind of hit home that this is your idea more than it is mine. Obviously, if I see anything that I don't want or like or want to stop from happening, then I'm definitely going to show her those things. But for the most part, let's get a little bit of exploration going and see if I can just shape or free shape some more of these behaviors. But you can see, yes! She's very independent. She loves to sniff, and there's nothing wrong with sniffing. Coco. Good girl. And for her name, good. For her name, I'm gonna stop rewarding. Yes. If I have to use the e-collar. Coco. Good girl. Good mama. Coco. Yes. Yep. Yes. Yep. Yes, very nice. Yeah, it's not as hot today. Chew your food. Yes. So if I release with yes, and she's still wanting to and willing to stay with me in that heel position, definitely going to reinforce that very consistently for her. Yep. Tap. 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 Yep. Yep. We'll ask for a little bit here. Yep. We'll tappy-roo there. Yep. Tappy-roo there. Yep. Yep. Let's get a little bit more consistency and commitment to the behavior. Yep. Yes, good. And because heel is still in the kind of cleaning up phase, learning phase almost a little bit, definitely gonna give a little bit more reinforcement. Good. Good. Heel. Sit. Good. Heel. Sit. Good. Good. Free. Yep. Sit. Good. And I'll go ahead and reinforce that. So just working a little bit on that halt. We haven't done too much of that. We've been working on a lot of other things. And if they go into the down from the sit and the halt, or really at all at any time, I don't get on them about it too much. So here, because we haven't really been shown the concept of sitting after we're in motion from the heel, I'm just gonna help her out with that lure. Yep. Good. Sit. Good. And I'll reward that for now. I don't like how crooked she is, but she's doing it to a certain degree. There's always things to clean up on. Free. Little tap there, got a little distracted from the ground. Sit. Good. Good. And I'm not going to stay in the lure or direct reward for too long. I just want her to have a somewhat of a decent concept of what it is that I'm looking for, and then we'll kind of move on. Yep. Sit. Good. Good. Free. Coco. Yes. Yes, good girl. A little distracted by the dog, no e-collar there. Coco. Tap on the leash, yes. No tap on the e-collar. Yes, good. And when I see higher levels of distraction, dogs and people especially, I stop using the e-collar until I get a little bit more consistency in the behavior. Yes. And I'll also push them back into the distraction so they see what it is that I'm actually looking for. Coco. Yes. So dogs are creatures of opportunity, and they're always going to take the easiest opportunity, the path of least resistance. So what I try to convey to them is that I'm the easier path to take. Coming back to me the first time is your easiest option. Complying to commands are your easiest option. Free. And so on and so forth. Not being reactive, not getting overly distracted, not being aggressive, that's your better option. That's your easiest option. They don't inherently understand what is right and what is wrong. They don't have the cognitive ability to understand those things. They do understand patterns, and they understand what works and what doesn't. So if I let my dogs understand that eating food off of the ground works, that's what they're gonna try and do. And the longer I allow those behaviors to happen, the more ingrained they're going to be, because that neurological pathway forms, and once you learn something, you cannot unlearn it. And then that's where we just have to go back through training for a substantially longer time and create a new neurological pathway to override that old one. Yes. Whereas if I can start nipping things in the bud right away, the easier everything is going to be. Everything's going to fall into line a lot better. Coco. Yes. So I'm not allowing her to understand that blowing me off when I tell you your name works for you. It doesn't work for you. Right? If you have a dog with reactive or aggressive tendencies, you have to show them that that doesn't work for them anymore. Now, don't get me wrong. We are going to do everything in our power to show them and allow them the ability to prove themselves to certain degrees in those contexts. But there is going to inevitably be a conversation where I'm telling my dog that they're making a mistake to have them fully understand what it is that I am and am not looking for. But I can't allow these behaviors to continue to happen. I can't allow you to blow me off. I can't allow you to do anything that's harmful to yourself or others, because that's being an irresponsible dog owner and disrespectful to the world. Because again, I like coming out here and I like cutting my dogs off leash. I'm not worried about them running off or going after dogs or people. But if I come to an area like this consistently and I'm showing the world that I'm irresponsible about how I control my dog, then absolutely that option is going to be taken away from me, and not by my choice, by others' choice. Coco. Tap here, tap here, tap. Yes. Good job. Usually when she's rolling around like that, it takes a little bit longer to get her. But she's there. And we're out of 5. I don't know if you can see that, whatever side it is. Not very high. And that's not to say that I haven't gotten up to 15 or so, depending on what I'm trying to convey. So we do a little bit of exploration. We do a little bit of control work. And then I'm having some problems with, not problems, I'm having some things that I like to clean up with play. Just like with Sig, she likes to play keep away, so I want to ensure that I am conveying that to her as well, that there are rules and stipulations to how we play and how we fetch. Again, just teaching the dog how to understand and regulate emotion, a little bit of impulse control, and showing them that I have the ability to also control that if I need to. Coco. And I'd like to get the down a little bit cleaner in the context of fetch, but she really likes to just stay in that sit. She's thinking about it. No tap on the e-collar there. We've established no pretty well. No. So again, I'm just showing her what it is that I am and am not looking for here when we're trying to begin our play session. And for right now, I'm going to take what I can get, which is really the sit. She may not give it to me. She kind of fades out of this. So I'll take what I can get here, and if that's just a little bit of eye contact, then that's totally fine. What I'm really looking for is the dog to kind of be in a more chill state of mind. I don't want them like sitting here screaming and whining and leaking is what we call it, or demand barking, or inability to sit still. I'm looking for self-regulation before I release them into arousal. Get it. I'll just take that as I can get it. Coco. Tap, 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 tap. Get your ball. Good girl. Coco. You're just a crazy puppy. Get your ball. Good girl. Coco. Tap. Yeah, I know, you just get confused about the leash. Good. Coco. Yeah, good girl. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, it's not going to look clean. That looks pretty sloppy, but that's part of it, because we haven't really communicated this yet. And this is how we tug. Oh, good girl. Coco. Yeah, good mama. Yeah, good mama. Woohoo! Stayed in the down. Get it. Go ahead and release. And I'm only going to try and communicate with her while I have the leash. Yeah, perfect, mama. Perfect. I'm not going to set myself up or her for failure. So I'm not going to just start using the e-collar. I'm going to have that leash. That way I can give her that directional help if I need to in the beginning here. Because she knows what Coco means outside of this context very well. Within this context, she does not know. It's totally separate in the dog's mind. So that's where I have to kind of regress training steps, go back to a little bit more of the foundational process, and show them what it is that I'm actually looking for. That way it is fair, and I am being very clear about what it is that I'm trying to implement. But expecting her to understand what perfect recall is, just as she does outside the context of ball, not fair. It's not fair to the dog. And I think that's where people go wrong a little bit, is that they think, oh, my dog can sit inside very well. That means they should understand how to sit everywhere. Oh, my dog can recall at 20 feet, at 50 feet, at 100 feet. They should understand how to recall. That's not how it works. Every little change you make can potentially throw the dog off, because they're all different pictures to the dog. And that's what a dog is learning in. So I have to show them in a lot of different, in a lot of different ways for them to start generalizing, oh, recall means this no matter what's going on. And my glasses died, so I'm gonna have to use my phone. Out. No, out. Yes. And that's the first time I've used out with her. Good mama. Nice. And that'll be the last one I record because it's gonna be challenging with the e-collar phone. Coco. Yay, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. A lot better than what we have been doing, huh, mama? Yep, go into your little army crawl thing. Yep, and you can have it. Good girl, look at you. Coco. So no taps there, come on. My tap here, Coco. Yeah, no tap, good girl. Good mama. I think that'll be good.